Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy AJ, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do the Grand Theft Auto game cover. So yeah, let's get into it. So first off, I started with I believe it's 7x5 document. Then you want to go on over to the line tool, make sure your fill up in the top bar is black, and my pixels were at 3. Your pixels can be whatever suits you best. I just chose 3. And then you want to go ahead and make one nice even straight line with that one. Then you kind of want to widen it up just a little bit, but I'm not really feeling how wide that is, so I'll make it just a little slimmer. Then I'll go over to the panel on the right, click, then hit Command J to copy. Select the move tool, then move this one to the right a little bit. Just kind of give it a little space for the pictures later. Back to the right, click, Command J again. Then we're going to tilt this one a little bit. And we're going to bring that one up just a little bit, just to give, that row of pictures. Back to the right, click, Command J again to copy. Drag that one down. Size that right there. And then you guys can really take these and move them to wherever you want that fits best for you. And then I'm gonna select all the layers of shapes, control, and then I'm gonna go merge shapes, so everything is all one shape. And now here's the fun part. You want to make sure you have at least 9 images to fill your cover with, and then now we just place and adjust the images. So for this one, I got a picture of a drive-by. I'm not sure exactly what it's from, but use a drive-by, kind of adjust it in there, fill the little spaces or whatever. I'm pretty sure there's an easier way to do this part, but this is just the way that I did it. And then what I do is I go over to the left panel. Oh, always make sure you rasterize your images before doing this part. I know there's an easier way to do it, but for me, I just found it easier just to go ahead and erase all the access image until it fits into the square that's assigned to it. You can do however way you feel is easier. If there's an easier way, somebody definitely put this in the comments so the next tutorial will be simpler. But this is how I did it as far as sizing my images to the squares that I chose for them. And then I'm going to go ahead and speed this up a little bit for y'all, because I know y'all don't want to just watch me erase pictures. From here to Eastwood, I keep it player. I don't know about him, but he should. Yes, I'm a skater on the grain, baby, deep wood. I'm pushing Kia, but I really want a Fleetwood. Hey, where the backwoods? I wanna roll it up. Ain't had no drink in a good minute, baby, pull me up. It's been a minute since she seen me, but she know we up. I'm high as heaven. Alright, now after you got all of your picture size, I'm gonna go back over here to the layers panel, select all the pictures, control, and then I'm gonna go to merge layers just to make everything one big picture. Then go up to the top panel, hit filter, then we're gonna go on to filter gallery, then we're gonna go to the artistic tab, and then poster edges. We're gonna go ahead and click that. And then for our sliders, we're gonna make the posterization 1. And I just remembered I had the grain on, so I'm gonna turn that off. And then we're gonna keep that like that. I'm gonna click OK. Boom. Then we're gonna go to filter again, go to stylize, oil paint, and then here's where it starts to kind of come into form a little bit with the whole GTA look. So I'll play with the sliders a little bit. You know, you want it to stylization. I put mine at 5.0. My cleanliness at about 1.6. Scale 2.2. This is all subjective. You can do whatever pops to you the most. These are just the number of options that I chose for my cover. You guys can choose whatever fits your cover best. I'm gonna click OK. I'm gonna go back to the layers panel. Command J for a copy. Click the copy. Then from the copy, go back up to the filter panel. Edge thickness 1, edge intensity 1, posterization 1, then hit OK on that. We'll go to image, adjustments, threshold. And then the threshold really just kind of brings out more so some of the dark spots, the lines, so on and so forth. I put mine at 43. Once again, you put yours at whatever you feel pops best for you. Then we're gonna go to the blending mode. I put mine on multiply. That's what it looks with it, without it. Then from there, we're going to go ahead and add a gradient map just to kind of give it a little color, give it that Vice City-ish pop. I'm going to choose one of the stock pink gradients. Over, change the blending mode. Let's see, what do I want to choose? Multiply, see how it looks reversed. That's cool, I guess. Bring the opacity down just a bit. I can dig it. More on that one. So I don't want the black lines to show through too hard. Now we're gonna take the rated M for mature just to kind of really give it a game cover feel. You know, it wouldn't be a game cover without the ESRB rating. I'll put that in the bottom right corner. And now the fonts. So I'm just gonna grab simple font. I want to make sure that the color is white when it comes to the font. Any other color won't necessarily hit the same. You can choose whatever color you want, but for this one, I just went ahead and went with the stock white. Just put something random at the top for, you know, they have Rockstar Gaming Presents. Of course, we couldn't necessarily use that, so I just went with Real Right Gaming. Let's see. I guess we'll choose that one. Go back over here, click the move tool, kind of stretch it out just a little bit. Just a tad bit thinner. Alright, got that. And now for the main part. For this font. So for this font, I went ahead and chose, where is it? Not this one. Come on, it's somewhere in here. I have a hard time finding it. I downloaded so many font packs. It's crazy. Where is it? Price down. Perfect. So grab price down. This is if it's not the actual font, it's the closest that I could find to the font. So grab price down. And then my clothing company is the Activist Clothing. So I just went ahead and decided to, you know, name it the Activist instead of Grand Theft Auto, whatever city. But you know, you can insert whatever it is that you want to insert on your cover. This is just what I chose to put on mine. Some adjustments, moving it around. Definitely had to make it a little bigger. It's been a minute since she seen me, but she know we up. I'm high as heaven, you don't get it, well we going up. I need me a nice gold, solid chain, compliment. Then for some reason I wasn't able to move it over to the right, or at least take the V and move it over to the left. So if anybody knows why I wasn't able to do that right here, please let me know in the comment section. So next time I'm not looking too much like a rookie. I just figured, you know what, let's just hit the space bar a bunch of times and I'll be able to move it over that way. I'm going to speed this part up because I was kind of going through a little bit of a font crisis for a second. I really wasn't sure if the price down font really was what I wanted to go with. So I spent a little bit of time just trying different ones and none of them really fit to me like the price down one. Also want to go ahead and add an outer glow to whichever font you choose, just to kind of give it a little bit of a pop. Went ahead and made the spread, let's say 43, size 16, and there we go. So I went through another font crisis on what to make at the bottom, because you know it's Grand Theft Auto and then there's always an addition. So I wanted to put something under the Activist. I chose Volume 2, but once again, choosing fonts is definitely tough until I just went ahead and went with this one, settled it. Then I took the effects from the main, the Activist, held Command, and then just dragged them up to the Volume 2 layer. That way you don't have to go ahead and do everything all over again. And drag, drop, boom, got that there. Once again, I wasn't really feeling that font, so I just went back to what I know. And decided to just, after so much trial and error, just stick with the price down font. Do a little bit more adjusting here on that. Alright, now it's starting to look like something a little bit. Bring that out more to the edge. Up a little more. That's cool. Then I went and grabbed, there's a texture that I found. I can't remember where I found it. I've had Photoshop for a couple of years, so I can't remember where I found it, but I just like to put this texture on things that kind of give it like a vintage, like filmish, grainy-ish type look. So I just slap this texture on the front, top layer. Make sure that the sizing and everything's correct. Edges looking pretty good. And change the blending mode a little bit. I don't know why that square is there, but just leave it be for the time being. So it's lighten. Square went away. And there you go. So that is how I made this cover. And if you guys liked and enjoyed this tutorial video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe for more tutorials. We're going to have more on the way.